You know what blows my mind? The concept of ultimate peace is something humans have wrestled with for over 2,500 years, and yet we're still trying to put it into boxes we can understand.
That's fascinating, and it really makes you wonder why we keep trying to categorize something that's meant to transcend categories entirely.
Well, it reminds me of this moment I had with my nephew last week. He was absolutely convinced that bubbles must go somewhere when they pop, maybe to bubble heaven or some secret underground bubble city.
Oh, wow, that's such a perfect metaphor for how we approach Parinibbana, isn't it?
Exactly. And you know what's really interesting? The Buddha used a similar kind of everyday metaphor when he talked about this. He compared it to a flame going out. When fire extinguishes, we don't ask where it went.
That's such an elegant way to explain something so profound. The conditions just cease.
And here's what really gets me: modern scientists have tried to explain this concept using quantum physics and energy conservation, but they're still missing the fundamental point. It's like trying to measure silence with a ruler.
Hmm. So, how does this ancient wisdom actually apply to our modern lives? Because we're all caught up in this constant cycle of becoming something else, aren't we?
Oh man, you should see my social media feed. It's all about becoming more successful, becoming more mindful, becoming more everything. It's like we're all hamsters on the spiritual treadmill, running faster and faster, but never actually getting anywhere.
That's such a vivid image, the spiritual hamster wheel of self improvement.
And you know what the ancient texts say about this? They suggest that true peace isn't about adding more and more layers. It's about stripping away what's unnecessary. It's like cleaning a window rather than trying to create light.
Well, that certainly turns our modern self help industry on its head, doesn't it?
It really does. And here's something fascinating from the traditional teachings. They say that even a moment of true stillness, what they call cessation, can give us a tiny glimpse of this ultimate peace. It's like getting a preview of the movie before it comes out.
You know, that makes me think about those rare moments in meditation when everything just stops.
Exactly. And according to the ancient texts, these moments aren't just pleasant experiences. They're actually tiny tastes of what the Buddha called the unborn, unbecome, unmade, unfabricated. Pretty mind-bending stuff when you think about it.
So, what you're saying is that we don't have to wait for some grand moment of enlightenment to benefit from these teachings?
Not at all. The texts actually describe it as a gradual path, like slowly untying a really complex knot. Every small act of generosity, every moment of ethical behavior, every meditation session is loosening those tangles bit by bit.
That makes it feel so much more accessible than this grand, distant goal.
And here's what I find most profound. The text suggests that ultimate peace isn't something we need to construct or achieve. It's actually our most natural state. We're not trying to become something new. We're letting go of everything that's preventing us from being what we already are.
That's beautiful. Like we're not building something, we're just removing obstacles.
You know, there's this famous story where the Buddha remained completely silent when asked about the ultimate nature of Parinibbana. Sometimes silence speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Well, that certainly gives us something to think about and maybe sit with in silence ourselves.
And maybe that's the perfect way to wrap this up, recognizing that some truths can't be captured in words. They can only be experienced in the space between our thoughts.